Wakey, wakey. Hello. We're home.
Where are we?
Right in front of your gate.
Oh, God. What time is it?
Almost 7.
Thank you for a wonderful night out. I really enjoyed myself.
It wouldn't have meant a thing to me if I didn't spend it with the most beautiful woman in the world.
You flatter me.
No, I don't flatter you. I make statements of facts. So, it's time for your beauty sleep, okay?
So what's the day going to be like?
I'm going to rush over to the office and do some work.
Rush over to the office. It's Saturday, for Christ's sake.
I know. I promised the client that I'll be there today. I need to go fulfill that promise.
So, will I see you later?
Yep. You just go take your beauty sleep. When you wake up, take a bath, perfume your body, and come on over and Mr. Loverboy.
Okay. I'll see you later.
See you later, yeah?
Mwah.
Mwah.
Nobody should wake me up before 4 p.m. See ya. Not yet, no, please. I haven't recovered from that of last night, okay? Let me just get some more strength into my system, please. I want you now, and I won't take no for an answer.
Hey. Oh. You're very demanding, you know that.
Anyone who has a hunk like you for a boyfriend would be very demanding.
Okay, thank you. But right now, all I want to do is just eat, put some food in my system. I actually prepared something for us to eat.
I'm reluctant, but since I know it's going to give you some energy for the task ahead, I will agree.
The task ahead?
My mom says to say hi to you. She's dying to meet you.
Yeah, I'm dying to meet you too.
Seriously, when you meet her, you will fall in love with her. She's the most beautiful woman in the whole wide world.
Yeah, everybody says that. You know, my mom is the most beautiful woman in the world.
I'm not just saying that. I know she is. She allows me to do whatever I want to do.
Oh, okay. Now I see what adds to the beauty, because she allows you to do what you want to do.
No, not just that. She is really big.
Okay. Okay. I agree totally that your mom is the most beautiful woman in the world. But right now, all I want to do is just put some food into my system and see if it will give me enough energy to satisfy the whims and caprices of a woman who is bent on making me watch out. A sex machine.
Let's do that. Come on, let's feed you up.
Okay.
Up you go.
All right. For the task ahead.
started like a joke has turned out to become a major industry.
My sister, I should have joined them in the beginning.
Really?
I hear this one man collects 1 million naira in every film that he features in. And he's working every week. Oh.
Don't you know him? He used to live very close to my house in Chinyere now, the one that comes to collect credits in your house. Remember now?
My sister, I hear the industry is the 3rd largest in the world now. They've even given it a name.
Nollywood.
Thank you. That shows you what our people can do when they put their money together.
Are you telling me?
Oh,
Clarissa.
Auntie Uche, where have you been?
I've been around the world, my dear, you are away.
Yes, sorry, it's raining outside.
So how's my little girl been?
Fine.
You call this one little girl. Clara now has a boyfriend.
Really?
We don't even see her at home anymore.
Mommy, that's not fair.
It's true now. Okay, ask her where she's coming from.
But you don't mind her.
Don't mind your mom.
Anyway, Damian said to give this to you for producing a daughter as beautiful as you are.
So, who is Damian?
The boyfriend we're talking about.
Oh, this is beautiful.
I must admit, he has a taste.
Of course, I wouldn't be with him if he did not.
Aha! So we are finally admitting that we have something with this Damian guy. Can I see?
Santi, how are you?
Where on earth did you learn to make love like this? God damn, Rissa!
Nobody teaches a woman how to make love. God put it there when he made us. But my mother helped out. She gave me a couple of hints, you know, like the do's and don'ts.
Guys, you seem to be quite close.
I grew up with her alone. My father died before I was born. So she's been like father and mother to me at the same time. I tell her everything, and she tells me everything. We're more like sisters, you know, mother and daughter. And I insist that it's about time that you meet her.
Well, not yet. You know, I want to be sure that I'm not making a mistake.
You think I am a mistake?
Of course not. I'm just teasing you. I mean, if this whole thing were to end today, I know in my heart of hearts that I haven't made a mistake. Not at all.
What's the matter? What are you thinking of?
No, you don't want to hear this.
Yes, I do.
No way. You don't want to hear this. No, you don't. I mean, this is weird. You know, look, I used to know a girl, all right? And you guys, you behave the same way. You know, you take care of your man the same way. And now, this is the weird part. You make love the same way. I mean, just the way you make love to me. That's how she used to make love to me. I'm sorry. For real.
I'm getting jealous now.
No, there's no need for you to be jealous. I mean, this was like way back in the days, you know, when I was a teenager and I was just, you know, getting my groove on and all that. But, you know, you guys just, it's weird. Oh, man, I'm in the mood now.
I can't believe this.
I'm in the mood. Come on, show me some of those things, you know, those magical things that could just make me say things that I never thought.
Don't you get tired?
See who's talking? Don't you get satisfied? You could have said no.
He's tall, dark, handsome, and smooth. The kind of guy every girl is dreaming about. He makes me feel like a woman.
And how should a woman feel?
I don't know. All I know is that with him, I feel like a woman.
You still have not told me how you people met.
I had just finished my lectures and I was walking towards the gate to see if I could catch a cab before the rush started. And this jeep draws up to me. Glass winds down and a rich, deep baritone voice says, "Such legs should not be walking the streets. Wherever it is you're going, hop in. I will take you there." Mom, when he spoke, goosebumps appeared all over my body. I ignored him and walked on, of course. He came down from the car and said to me, "If you will not ride with me, no problem. I will walk with you." I had no choice then but to start laughing.
He is really smooth.
You do not approve?
Baby, I never said that. But I know men. I want you to be very careful. I don't want you to get hurt just like I did.
You got hurt? I thought Daddy was the only man you ever loved.
There was somebody else when I was much younger. He made me fall in love with him, got me pregnant, broke my heart into 1,000 pieces, and left.
Oh God, Mom. That's really terrible. So what happened to the pregnancy?
I aborted it against the wishes of my parents, and they threw me out of the house. I shouldn't have done that. I regretted ever doing that. But then I was just a teenager at the age of entering the university. I should have known better. Then your daddy came along. He was sweet and comforting. But I never loved him with the same passion that I loved my first boyfriend. Your daddy asked me to marry him. I agreed. He got me pregnant and traveled to Abuja. That was the end of the story. He never came back from Abuja. He died on his way. My dear, I just want you to be careful. Men are never there when you need them.
Are you?
I'm fine.
So how's the girl that makes my world stand still?
The other day you told me I make the world go round.
Well, it depends on my mood. Right now, you make the world stand still.
I'm cool, and seeing you has made the world a much better place to be in.
Oh, thank you.
Vanessa, come. This is my friend Vanessa.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Vanessa.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, you too. Well,
Oh,
finally.
I met him.
Well, finally, I think the beautiful ones have been born.
Thank you. Wow.
Vanessa, this is my boyfriend, Damian.
I can see that. You didn't tell me.
Well, I intend to change that tag.
Change
There's
what?
Boyfriend.
To what?
Well, that's my business.
Look, she keeps talking about you, men. As in, not as if I get tired of hearing you anyway, but don't
Hope
get
she
tired of
hasn't
hearing.
told you that I'm an armed robber yet, no?
Not yet. She just keeps saying so many beautiful, sweet things about you. You need to hear them one of these days.
Oh, good. Well, for saying all the beautiful things about me, I'm gonna taking you to the best restaurant in town tonight. I hope that will meet your approval.
Perfect.
Good. Got you something.
Oh,
Lunch. There's enough for the two of you in there, unless of course you want to turn into sumo wrestlers.
Oh, not on your life.
That's very sweet.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll pick you up at 8.
Okay.
And maybe I'll see your mom today.
I'll tell you coming.
Let's see it. Okay. Bye. You're like Irish cream. You get into my head.
And you are like a ray of sunlight in the winter. You brighten up the day.
We are waxing poetic tonight.
You started it.
You look gorgeous.
Thank you.
You ready? Your mom?
Yes, I am. I didn't meet her at home. She left a message that she'll be in late.
Well, I thought I'll meet her today. Come on.
Another time. Come on.
I have something to say. Like a raindrop on a leaf. Like cool breeze on a warm day. And like a whisper in the dark. And like a song in my heart. I want to tell you how much you mean to me and how much I love you. And this is also to say that may you never lose that which makes you you.
I love you too.
It's not finished yet. You will make me the happiest man on earth if you agree to marry me.
Accepting this has made me the happiest woman on earth.
Dance with me.
leaving from here unless you carry me in.
What for?
Haven't you heard of carrying someone over the threshold before?
Oh, no, no, no. That is after you get married.
Well, you can start practicing right now.
Now?
Yes.
Okay.
That's better.
Oh, are you sure we'll make it to the altar?
Yes, we will. Thank you very much. Oh, Stella. Mommy's at home. Let me call her so you can meet her.
Oh, good.
I'll be right back. Mom, this is Damian, my fiancé. Is there any problem?
No. Now I see where, you got your beauty and attributes from. Your mom is absolutely beautiful.
I told you so.
Thank you. I'm flattered.
Oh, no. I don't say that as flattery, Mom. You're absolutely gorgeous.
I can see why she's so excited about you.
Your daughter, she told me everything about you. She's absolutely right. She says you're the most beautiful thing. You're the most beautiful thing to happen to womanhood. She's
Please,
right.
sit down. What can I offer you?
Oh, no. I'm absolutely fine. In the circumstance, I don't think that there's anything I would want to take. We're just coming back from dinner.
No, I do not agree.
So listen, I really need to go. That will have to wait. Take a red check on that. I have to be in court tomorrow morning. Yes.
But before you go, my daughter tells me that you just proposed to her.
Yes. I happen to think that, like her mom, she's the most beautiful woman in the world, and she will make a fine wife to somebody.
And that somebody is you.
Yes. All of me. But we'll have to see how that works out.
Okay.
Gotta go.
I'll be right back, Mom. I'll just see you.
Ta.
What's in your head?
What should be in my head?
Me.
Right, so first guess.
You have not told me what you think of my mom.
Oh, your mom. She's everything that you said she is. Look, I gotta go. All right.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, you will. All right.
So what do you think, Mom?
It's fine.
Just that?
What else do you want me to think?
I'm going to make somebody a wonderful wife. Did you just hear me say that?
Anybody home? Damian!
Yeah. Hey, Clarissa.
Thought I'd missed you.
What are you doing here so early?
Thought I'd missed you actually. Mom prepared some picodo last night, and I remembered you said it was your favorite. So I brought you some for your lunch.
How's that for?
What am I going to be your wife for if I can't even take care of you? I have to run. I have an early lecture.
Okay. But call me. Yeah?
Will do.
So I know where you are.
Okay.
And one more thing. Can I get your mom's number?
Huh. You want to ask if I've been a good girl, right?
I have a right to have my mother-in-law's number, don't I?
Of course you do. There you go.
Okay. 0, 3, 2. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Kiss, kiss. Good of you, it's me. Good of you. Good of you, it's me. Good of you.
Yeah, baby girl, yeah. What's up? I hope you got my message.
I didn't get your message.
Oh, you didn't get it? Okay. For the benefit of both of us. I want you to be my girl.
Huh?
Yeah, I want you to be my girl.
I can't be your girl. Moreover, I have a boyfriend.
You have a what?
I have a boyfriend.
Anyway, tell your so-called boyfriend that it's over between you and him. Yeah. I hope you really know who I am. I am Virus, and I do not talk too much. By 8, I want to see you around my place. Huh? Hey, right? See ya.
This is beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm sure it's very expensive.
Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you.
Some people have all the luck in the world. Look at me. I'm still being chased around by all these useless campus boys. Cult boys for that matter. Well, you're snaring the hottest guy in town.
And snare is hardly the word I'll use to describe our relationship.
Really? I still know some people that will go green with envy when they hear this.
That's their business. We are a perfect couple. And you know what?
What?
He took to my mom immediately. This morning, he collected her phone number from me. And I'm sure that right now, they are sharing information on me.
And I trust your mom, so... Man, girl, this is beautiful.
Thank you. It's like we've gone in for lectures, though. Let's go.
I'm not staying.
Miriam, it's me, Damian.
What do you want?
I have asked your daughter to marry me. I think it would be only fair for you to try and find out the kind of person your daughter is getting married to.
I know all I need to know about.
Everything considered, I think that it would be nice for us to get together and talk things over.
I don't think there's anything to talk about.
Oh, there is. There's plenty to talk over. Meet me at the Lagoon restaurant tomorrow for 7.
All right. If at all we have to talk, it has to be in my house, when Clara has gone to school.
You want an environment you can control, right?
Maybe.
Okay, Marian, I can concede that. Okay then, tomorrow at your place then. Right.
Hello, Uche. Uche, I need to see you. I need to talk to you, Uche. Uche, it's a matter of life and death. Oh, God. Uche, okay, first thing tomorrow morning in my house. Okay, please make it early, okay? Uche, I need to talk to you. Okay, see you.
The years may have passed, Marian, but nothing much has changed. Nothing. Nothing much.
Get out of here now. Get out.
The days may pass by. The seasons may come and go. The nights may turn into day. But deep inside our hearts, we never change. That is the way God made it. And that is how it will remain. I'll see you.
Darling. Mwah. Mwah.
How you doing?
Fine. What's wrong?
Nothing much. I just haven't had a very good day at work. And if you don't want me to take it all out on you, I think you better best go home, and I'll call you when you're in a better mood, okay? Give my regards to your mom.
All right. That's how you want it.
On my way back, I stopped over to see Damian and find out how he was doing. He told me he'd had a bad day and that he wasn't going to see me. Something must be terribly wrong with him. I've been worried sick. What am I going to do? Mom? Mom, what is wrong?
Sweetheart, I'm not in the mood to talk right now. I need some rest. I have a headache.
What is wrong with everybody today? Said I should say hi to you.
And you are in my arms, in my office.
That's because it's difficult for me to stay away from a guy as handsome and charming as you.
I can understand that. Now, how's your mom?
How would I know? She was behaving the same way. It was almost as if both of you made a pact to make me miserable yesterday.
There are days like that.
Don't let it happen too often.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do with myself all of yesterday.
That is because you're too emotional. I didn't know what to do with myself. Sweetheart, I got a lot of work to do today. And I was thinking that we could catch lunch, but we're going to have to postpone that for dinner. Okay?
It's fine by me.
Good. And I can't drop you in school either.
It's okay. I know. I have a lot of work to do. A wife is a helpmate, not a burden.
So, what did you say happened? It is the end of the world. When she was going on and on about this guy that she met, I never knew it was going to end up like this. Honestly, I would have advised her not to get involved with anybody yet.
You know, I don't see what has gone terribly wrong for now. Yes, you dated Damian when you were both young, but that is all in the past.
What happened between Damian and I is not what you can forget and throw into the past. He took my virginity. He got me pregnant. He broke my heart and abandoned me. Now, he resurfaces, saying he wants to marry my daughter. Honestly, I have this feeling that he knows she's my daughter. All he wants to do is to torment me.
Miriam, there is no way he would have looked that.
And there is no way I will allow him marry my daughter.
Now look, if your daughter finds happiness in his arms, then I don't see why not.
Uche, what about me? Uche, what do you want me to do? You want me to sit by and watch two of them get married? Uche, tell me, how am I going to face them? No, tell me, how am I going to behave in their presence?
Simple. Like a mother and a mother-in-law will behave. I beg, that don't.
You never experienced love until you experienced it with me.
My mother told me that. That is how boys talk.
What does your mom mean? Anybody need love to be free?
Them men. You are spoiled too. May God have mercy on you.
Was it not God that made love making in the first place? Why should he now decide to have mercy on me? Just because I want to teach you what you should know and enjoy. Can I hear you say yes? How are you? Wow.
I brought something to eat.
Wow, that's so nice of you. There's nobody at home. My brother's gone out. Let's get something else. Like you don't see. the right-handed. Let's go in and get some.
Answer it. What am I going to tell her?
Why don't you wait and hear what he has to say first before asking that question?
Hello.
Marion, it is me, Damian. I'm just sitting here in my office and reminiscing about how it used to be between us. How so beautiful it was. And since the last time I saw you, Marion, you've become like many voices in my head. Just voices that I cannot get rid of. Voices that I don't even want to get rid of. Pictures in my mind. I think you should see me.
I'm sorry, I can't see. The last time that we saw, what shouldn't have happened happened. For Christ's sake, you're my daughter's fiancé. For the sake of my daughter's happiness. I'm sorry, I can't see.
Marion, for Clarissa's happiness, I'll suggest that you see me. Because if you don't, I can tell you that I will never, ever see Clarissa again.
Is that a truth?
No. It's not a threat. I'm afraid it's a guarantee.
So what did he say?
Nothing that is important.
Good morning. You're dying.
Good morning. Come on. Now I got travel.
What?
I got travel.
When?
This morning, never reach an hour where I got travel.
What? You didn't tell me anything. We didn't even discuss this.
I can't even know. In our urgent message to make a travel.
You should have at least called me to let me know. I was supposed to see this evening.
bad boy. I don't know say Ogana Okocha.
What is it? What is the matter with you?
No, I don't know what I've done to Damian. His gate man told me that he traveled this morning without telling me. I've been calling him since and he has refused to pick my calls.
Maybe he didn't travel with his phone.
Why would he travel without his phone? Oh, maybe you should call him. Maybe he would answer you when you call on your line.
I'll call him.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, I knew you would call.
Why are you tormenting my daughter?
But I'm not tormenting her. I told you that if I don't see you again, I will stop seeing your daughter.
Why do you want to see me? What would you gain, knowing that nothing can ever happen between us again?
Well, let me be the judge of that. And this time I want to see you in my own territory. You better come over to my place right now. Maybe when we finish talking, I just might consider seeing her again.
Okay. You win.
Good. I wait. Think you better come right in.
Maybe you should say whatever you want to say. It is late and I should get him home.
Okay. Here. Take this. Come on, take it. I knew you'll be a little bit nervous, so, that will calm you down and put you in the right mood.
Right mood? What for?
To fight me.
Why do you want to ruin my daughter's life? Is it not enough that you ruined mine?
Marian, I was young. I was foolish. I was stupid. In retrospect now, maybe I shouldn't have left. I should never left you. I mean, since I left, I haven't found a woman that could calm all the raging fires that burns inside of me. Maybe that was why I was so eager to settle down with Clarissa and marry her, because she's your daughter. And you both come from the same stock. I was so eager to settle down with Clarissa and marry her because she's your daughter. And you both come from the same stock.
And now?
And now, I'm not so sure anymore.
You're not serious. Do you want to kill her? That girl is so sold out on you. If anything should go wrong, definitely she will go mad. Clarissa is a girl that loves passionately.
What about you, Marian? What about you? I mean, I remember that you used to love even a lot more passionately than your daughter. I remember how you used to just tremble
how you moan under me. You know? I mean, those pictures are in my head. They are planted in my mind. Look at me. Look at me, Marian. They will never, ever be erased.
Stop this. It's not right.
I remember walking into your house. I saw you. When I saw you, it changed everything. I looked at you and I remembered how your hair looked, you know, with the light behind your head and your hair blowing in the wind. And I realized that I love you, Marian. That I want you. I've always wanted you. And I want you now. And Marian, nothing, not even Clarissa or any woman can.
Stop, please. I beg you in the name of God. Don't do this to me. To Ross. She loves you. Stop.
What took you so long?
Yes, he wasn't feeling too well and he doesn't want me to be disturbed. So I had to prepare something for him to eat.
Thank you, Mom. You're the best. I knew there was something wrong when they pick up the phone. Going there right away.
The one he wants.
That what?
That he still feels the same way he used to feel when we were dating. He wants me.
Does Clarissa know anything about this? And you? How do you feel about it?
I don't know. I'm completely confused. But dear God, I don't know what to do or think. How can I be fighting over one man with my daughter?
Point of correction, Marian. Fighting over a man with your daughter. For goodness sake, there's one sick man out there whose mission is to bring joy and love between Clarissa and yourself. And you're so stupid to encourage him.
You don't understand. I am not encouraging him. I feel the same way. Whenever he walks in, I lose my senses. I don't just know how to control this thing. I don't know.
I will tell you how. You will go back home and tell Clarissa what's going on. You will tell her you once dated Damian and you don't think it wise for her to get married to him.
Dear, I can't. I love Clarissa. If marrying Damian would make her happy, then let her go ahead and marry him.
Is something wrong with your brain? Damian doesn't want to marry Clarissa. He wants you. Now tell me how Clarissa will feel when she finds out that... Now, wait. I hope you haven't want to do anything stupid. That young lady deserves some explanation, Mary. For your good and hers as well.
This guy is really disturbing me. I don't know what to do anymore. The worst thing is that he's being in a cult. How am I supposed to cope with that kind of rubbish?
At least you have someone to disturb you.
At least you have someone giving you expensive...
It's not about the gifts. It's not about the gifts. It's about him. I don't know what's really happening.
He loves you. I really think he loves you. That's what I feel anyway. He shows it in every possible way, girl. Come on.
I don't know exactly what is going on.
How do you mean?
He looks like he's slipping away from me. Every day he grows a little more distant. We don't even laugh as much as we used to laugh anymore. He just buries himself in his work.
Maybe that's actually the problem. Maybe he's just working, working hard and all that.
He has always worked hard, but that has never prevented him from loving me.
Don't you think you're sounding a little too desperate here? I mean... Okay, I'm sorry, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound that way.
I love him. I can't bear to lose him. Because if I do, I'd rather not be alive. It means the whole world to me.
I understand. Just brighten up, okay?
I've been waiting for you. I didn't go to work. I thought you would call or come over.
I never told you I was going to come to you.
You didn't?
Please, leave this minute.
Leave? Yes. Why, Mary? Why? Tell me that what happened between us was an accident. Tell me that you did not enjoy every minute that you spent in my arms. Marion, look at me in the eyes and tell me that you do not want me right now. Tell me to go away. Tell me. Tell me to go away. Surprise you. Besides, there are a few things that your mother and I need to talk about.
Concerning the wedding?
Well...
No, but go back. I think I should leave.
Okay, yeah.
Excuse me.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, Mommy.
Hey. You look prettier every day.
I thought you didn't care anymore. That you didn't want to see me.
Oh no, I care about you. I mean, I'm a very busy man. And I have a lot of responsibilities. And I need to just pace myself so I can be here for you when you need me.
Mwah. Love you.
Love you too. Oh, Risa.
Wedding.
Yeah, wedding. Hey, Marian. How you doing?
The way you left me.
I
I know it must be frustrating, when you can't do what you want to do when you want to do it. You know what I mean? I wanted to take you right there on the floor. So, what do you think? You want to come over to my place so we can both make some ripples?
I'm not coming over to your place. Now or ever. Please, leave me alone. Stay away from me.
You expect I would do a stupid thing like that?
You're making me do things that are beyond the bounds of comprehension. You're turning me into a demon. How would my daughter feel if she finds out? For Christ's sake, she almost got us.
Well, save us all the trouble and tell her.
Tell her what?
Tell her that you love me, that you would rather be with me than any other man in this whole world.
You're insane.
No, not insane. Just a man who knows what he wants and will stop at nothing to get it. So, catch my drift. If you don't, I'll tell her myself. Are you still? Are you there? Oh, Marion, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Hi, Mom. Is there any problem?
There is none, but I would like to talk to you.
What about?
It's about Damian.
What about Damian?
I think you should not go ahead with this your plan of marrying him.
I did not hear what you just said. I didn't.
If only you will calm down and listen to me, you will understand.
I am sorry, but I'm not listening to any rubbish. Damian has asked me to marry him, and I have said yes. Why would I suddenly now decide not to marry him again?
Clarissa, I am your mother. I won't lead you astray. If only you will listen to me.
He's the man I have been praying for. And I will not take it kindly with anybody. And I mean anybody who wants to destroy my happiness. Including you, Mom. Go into the guest room. Shut the door on your way out.
Clarissa!
Risa, what are you doing here? Have you gone dumb?
I don't understand you.
You don't understand? Did your mom give you my message? I told your mom to tell you that you are no longer welcome here.
Don't talk to me. Were you not the one who advised me the other day not to marry Damian anymore? Who knows where you've gone to tell him that he has decided not to see me again?
Baby, God knows I never told him anything.
Then why did he tell me not to come to his house anymore? Why did he throw me out of his house?
He threw you out of his house?
Yes! Mom, I don't know what I've done to Damian. I don't know why he's treating me like this. There's this sudden change in him towards me. It looks like he's slipping away. Mom, help me. He told me that he likes you. If you talk to him, he will listen to you. Help me. If he tells me it's over, I'll kill myself.
Who the hell do you think you are?
You and your daughter, you should leave me alone. Okay? I'm no longer interested in this madness.
You think it's easy for you to use people and dump them? After what you did to me, you think I'll allow you to do the same to my daughter?
Are you here for Clarissa? Or you're here for yourself? Hmm? Marion, I'm going to have you on my own terms, not yours. Tell your daughter it's over between us. To be easier for us all.
Why don't you tell her yourself?
I will if you want me to. But I have a feeling, Marion, that you didn't come here for your daughter. Hey, face it, you can't stay away. I'm sure I want to hold you. Make love to you. Hey, man, I'm not afraid to say how I feel about you, or why should you be afraid to say the same? Come. You know that you and I, we belong together. And nothing can stop that, you know that.
One mistake is enough. I don't want to repeat it again. Just go away from me.
Marian, neither hell nor heaven, not the depths, not the heights, not all the demons in hell or the angels can stop us from being together. You belong to me, and I to you. I'm sorry. It's okay, I was just angry because she wouldn't pick up her phone. I called her all day and she refused to pick my calls.
She didn't refuse to pick up the phone. I was in the lecture hall. I didn't even hear it ringing because it was on silent mode. Is that why he asked me to get out of your house?
Okay, I'm sorry. Risa, come. Come. Come, Risa.
You heard me.
I'm sorry.
Thank you so much.
I missed you.
We don't need her anyway, do we?
Tears will not solve this now. Let me tell you, this is the last time I'll stand here and watch you cry.
Because I am in love. Can't you understand what I'm saying? Have you never fallen in love before?
Yes, I have. I fell in love with only one man, my husband. I'm still in love with him. And when I fell in love with him, I fell in love with my eyes wide open.
My eyes are not shut.
No, they're not. They're screwed down with bolts and nuts. Listen. Listen. You have to talk to your daughter.
That's why I'm here. I have decided to tell her. But I cannot do it all alone. I need you to be there.
No. This is a very private matter between both of you. I shouldn't be sitting around.
Oh. Please. I need you now. Please. Would you please? Please.
You said you wanted to talk to me?
Yes, please sit down. What I'm about to say, it's a little bit difficult for me.
I hope it has nothing to do with Damian because I will not listen.
Clarissa, you will listen to what your mother has to say. Because if it's not said, it will affect your life for eternity. So you must listen.
Baby, it's about Damian. I've been thinking of how to tell you this, but you wouldn't give me the chance. I told you about a man who dated me, got me pregnant, broke my heart and left me. It's Damian. He was my first boyfriend. He took my virginity.
Mom? You've been sleeping with Damian?
Yes, but
Oh my God! You're my mother! I could have trusted you with my life.
There's no way you would have married Damian.
You! Despicable! You're worse than the lowest slime from the pits of hell. Now, all that has been happening, it all makes sense. God! Can I call you Mom? Stop. Clara, stop.
Clarissa, you will not talk to your mother like that.
She's not worth being called a mother. She's a devil that should be roasted over a slow fire. Stop, Clara, stop. Never. Never. I will never set my eyes on you again. You are not my mother.
Clarissa! Clarissa, come back here! Clarissa!
Memories of yesterday has come back to haunt the present. A love that was has come back with woes, living in its thrills, heartbreak and a pain. Oh no, a lost love now found, yet confusion and conflict abound. A twisted love affair that could damage beyond repair. Tales of a broken heart, oh, of a broken heart, a mother and daughter. Oh no, betrayal and guilt. Oh, what a disaster.
Hello? Damian here?
Yeah, hello Damian. This is Uche. I'm calling on behalf of my friend Miriam. She had an argument with Clarissa over you and she ran away from home. So I was just wondering if she's at your place.
Cool.
Hello? Hello? Hang the phone.
That means she's there.
So what are we waiting for? Let's get there.
Tales of a broken heart, oh, of a broken heart, a mother and daughter. Oh no, betrayal and guilt. Oh, what a disaster! Oh, what a disaster! Tales of a broken heart.
Yes? What do you want?
We've come to pick up Clarissa.
Clary who?
My daughter.
Well, Clarissa or your daughter or whoever you're looking for, she's not here.
Listen, Clarissa is in here. You better bring her out now. Else, I'll make sure you're locked up in jail for the rest of your miserable life.
Now that doesn't sound like the woman that shared my bed 2 nights ago, does it? Hmm? Hmm? Oh, she didn't tell you?
Now listen, you scum. You've ruined that family. You've destroyed their home. Isn't that enough for you, or what else do you want? No. Release that girl right now, or I'll use everything that makes me a woman to deal with you.
And you think that whatever it is that makes you a woman is so scary that I'm quaking in my pants right now? Hmm? Hmm? Listen to me. Whatever it is that you think makes you a woman, sit on it. Sit on it with your big, fat butt. Because Damian is through with this sorry lot. That's what you are. You are a sorry lot. And if you cannot make up your own damn minds, then you might as well upward or hell. Nothing, baby girl. Just my 2 old,
busybody aunties who came to ruin my peace this morning. And you better get out of my compound now. And for the last time, because if I see you here again, if I ever see you here again, I will set the double mark. What makes you a woman, huh? Now, this here is a woman.
What rubbish. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Although I'm surprised she slipped into a coma, I'm also certain since all the vital signs are functional that she will stay part of your body. What we need to do is to find out what has caused this, then prevent it from happening again.
Actually, doctor, she had an argument with her daughter and she ran away from the house. And since then, we've not been able to find her.
You have reported to the police?
Yes, doctor. But they said since she deliberately ran away from the house, that she's not a missing person. We've looked everywhere for her, but we've not been able to locate her.
They must have been very close.
Yes, doctor. They were.
Yes. You must find her and bring her here. Maybe that will help her out of this.
Yes, doctor.
Memories of yesterday has come back to haunt the present. A love that was has come back with woes, living in its thrills, heartbreak and a pain. Oh no, a lost love now found, yet confusion and conflict abound. A twisted love affair that could damage beyond repair. Tales of a broken heart, oh, of a broken heart. A mother and daughter, oh no, betrayal and betrayal and guilt. Oh, what a disaster! What a disaster! A man's love for both mother and daughter. Oh no, for the mother a lost love, but now found. And the daughter, a newfound love, sent from above.
Favor, you've been around school, Abby. Have you seen Clarissa?
Clarissa? Have I seen her in a week?
I've been to her house. Everywhere is locked up. Her line is not even going through. I hope everything is okay. Oh.
Don't bother yourself. Clarissa is there enjoying herself. What's that his name again?
Damian. You don't understand. Please stop talking like this. We're having tests.
So?
422.
So?
You don't know Professor Ibiam? He's not a man to joke with. Yeah, what that though?
You're bothering yourself over nothing. Big. You're killing yourself, you don't know. When Clarissa is ready to come to school, she will come.
This one you're saying, you see, you don't even know what time is, I beg. Man, I need
Yeah? Hi, Vanessa. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Been looking everywhere for me? I didn't know. See the bag, sure. But there's no money, so I don't have money for you today.
I beg, please don't insult me now, Joe.
Is that money you're looking for? Now,
Don't insult me. There's a woman out there looking for you.
Which woman is that?
I think her name is, she said her name, Auntie Uchoma.
Are you serious? Where is she?
I think she's out there.
Where?
There.
No, just take me where she is. How did you see her? Where are you coming from?
Clarissa?
I haven't seen Clarissa close to a week now. I was there exams. I've been to the house and there's nobody there. I wonder where she is.
And you don't have any idea where else you can find her?
I'm the only friend she has on campus. The only other place she could be in is Damian's place, and she's not there.
Unfortunately, she's not there. Anyway, tell her that her mother is very sick in hospital when you see her, and she should come home because the doctors are demanding to see her.
Oh my God. I hope it's not serious.
Oh, she'll be alright, but they still need to see Clarissa.
I'll tell her when I see her.
Okay, dear.
Take care of yourself.
And you too, my dear. Bye.
Please, I'm your doctor. Calm down. We'll take good care of you here. Don't worry.
My God.
It's okay. Can you see my hand? How many fingers? 5. You're right. Your daughter is safe. And you too, you're safe. Don't worry, your daughter is safe. Yes, you are safe too. Don't worry. Nurse.
Yeah? Hello?
Damian, this is Uche, Miriam's friend. Now, before you cut the line, I would implore that you listen to what I have to say.
Alright, I'm listening. What do you want?
Clarissa has run away from home. Miriam is in hospital. Doctor says she has been in a coma and she just got out of it. He said she had a stroke, but he doesn't know the extent of the damage done.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
Listen, if you have any fear of God in you, I would appreciate if we can meet on Saturday. There are a lot of things I want us to talk about.
Where?
St. Peter's Cathedral. I guess that's the most appropriate place for us to meet by 8 p.m.
Alright, I'll be there.
Like I told you earlier, there's nothing wrong with our vital signs. So I do not believe there's any further need to keep her any longer. So I have to discharge her. Then I believe she will recover quickly in a more familiar environment.
Okay. Is there any special thing she has to do, doctor? Because most of the time I won't be with her. I have a family to run.
All she needs is a lot of rest. And the sooner her daughter is located, the better for her.
Oh, we're working on that, doctor.
Alright. Apart from that, she has to collect her cash from the pharmacy.
I'll get that. Thank you very much. God bless you. Bye.
Don't tell me that you are afraid of my charms. That's why you asked us to meet here.
Resist the devil, and he will flee from you.
The devil? That is not a very nice personality to equate me with. After all, I have been the most misunderstood person in all of this. No one knows the trouble that I've been, or having to confront my past and deal with it every day. Knowing that if I'm not careful, it might happen again.
I don't know who is wrong or right. I'm not content with the fact that my friend has lost her. And you're the cause of that loss. You can't just stand aloof as if you don't feel anything.
Oh, you've called me the devil. Now you accuse me of having no feelings. So what do you want from me?
If you know where Clarissa is, please persuade her. And you can also help by letting her know that everything that happened wasn't Miriam's fault, but yours.
In other words, I should paint myself as the devil.
Maybe I should just ask what you want.
I want Miriam. That is what I want. I lost her because of my stupidity in the past. I'm not going to go through life, regretting every minute of it again. No. Look, yes, I settled for Clarissa because she was the next best thing. I loved her, but Now that I am confronted with my past and seeing that I still have the same feeling, I can't do that. Clarissa just pales in comparison. I'm sorry, but it's Miriam that I want.
Well, you know it can never happen.
Why?
She can't have you knowing that she took a man from her daughter.
Well, I can't have Clarissa knowing that I could have had Miriam. Look. Okay. Listen, if it's any help, Clarissa called me last night. I could persuade her to return home.
Please do. If you love Miriam like you claim, then at least help restore her. Please.
I'll call you when I speak to her.
Thank you.
Good evening, Ma.
Good evening, my dear. Where is Wilfred?
Clarissa? I haven't seen her in a while.
Did she pick anything from the room?
No. Everything she left here is just as she left them.
And she has not called you since then?
I haven't received any call. No, she hasn't called me.
I've searched everywhere for her.
Damian, have you checked Damian's place?
She's not there.
Oh.
She has never behaved like this before.
But, Ma, what happened?
God, Miriam, no!
Miriam, no, now why should you do this to yourself? This is not the answer.
I have failed my daughter. I am not worthy to be called I slept with her fiancé. I am not worthy.
Miriam, listen. We all make mistakes. But that's no reason for you to kill yourself. I spoke with Damian and he said he will help us find her.
No. No. I don't want to see her. I don't want to see them. I just want to die.
Actually, I'm just leaving there now, and Miriam is in a bad state. But I'm sure when she sees Clarissa, she'll be fine. Yeah, I'll join you there very soon. God bless you. Thank you.
Mom?
Marian! Marian! Your daughter is here! Clarissa, my child. I'm deeply sorry that I have to put you through this. If there was any other option, I would have taken it. But this is the only way out. I'm sorry for what I have done to you. You were right. I do not deserve to be called your mother. I do not deserve to have you as a daughter. If Damian will have you, you have my blessings. And can go ahead and marry him. Forgive me for what I have done to you.
Oh, gosh. Marian!
Memories of yesterday has come back to haunt the present. A love that was